we've never had a strong and stable recovery with a weak dollar. Weak dollar means weak recovery. So I think the change in the mindset is coming, and the Fed trying to deny that having printed a lot of money, the inflation resulting is not their fault. You go back to the German central bank in the early 20s, and they're kind of saying the same thing. We're a long ways from the early 20s, but the Fed is responsible for creating too much money. They have a monopoly on the money.
Some say that they're backed into a corner, that they've actually backed themselves into this corner, that there's really not much they can do right now. I mean, what could they do at this point?
Well, instead of cheapening the dollar and trying to manage the economy, which they're incapable of doing, we should have learned from the Cold War. Centralized authorities do not manage economies very well, even if they have beards and come from Princeton University, where I graduated from many decades ago. And so in terms of the Fed, if they should have one task and one task only, a stable dollar.
There's a worry that if they start to do that, if they tighten or raise rates, that it's going to hurt any kind of recovery that we might be trying to get done.
The rates should be set by the marketplace. We should have again learned from Rome 2,000 years ago what happens when you put in price controls. It does not work. And that's what the Fed is doing, trying to manipulate the price of money. And look what it's done. Low rates have subsidized credit for the government. Big companies easily borrow it, but if you're a small business, very dicey out there. And it's have capital flee the U.S., private capital flee the U.S. It's risky enough to make an investment, whether in a security or in a new plant or something. And if you don't know what you're going to get back, you're going to go to where you see real growth and opportunities overseas. That's exactly what's happened. So the Fed's low pricing has hurt interbank lending, because you don't get anything for it. And so enough of this trying to manipulate the market. The commissars in the Soviet Union and the old China couldn't do it. I don't think the commissars at the Fed are doing much better.